All right, we're kind of here at the end. I don't know if you want to make any predictions. We've made predictions in the past. They've been terrible. They've been so bad.
Yeah.
And I haven't even researched any contributions of my own. But
I'm gonna do a couple quick things. I do think so. Before Dame, I would have thought Giannis would win MVP this year.
yes, you said that even in the offseason where you said if he doesn't play in the FIBA because he's hurt, he's going to be fully healthy for the season. That's going to be a huge
so
problem.
underrated, JR. I know this is the end of the podcast. He's healthy, and and who knows? Maybe he can win MVP with sort of lower raw numbers. I think he'll be in the DPOY conversation because of the style of defense they're playing, and again, raw numbers kind of matter, and those might improve after last year. Dame and Giannis will be all-stars. I think JR, we're going to be talking about Chris as an all-star snub.
Okay.
And that's going to be because of whatever this ramp-up period is going to kind of deflate some stuff. But I think he's going to have a really good year. Is it 20 points a game? Can you have three guys at 28? Yeah, there's going to be enough time for that. But I think Chris is going to have a really good year. Those are the positives. I do think it's going to take a little bit for the defense to figure out what they are, who they are, and that might lead to some moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall season, I think they are the best team in the East.
Okay.
As we sit here, will they beat Denver? I don't know. Denver's really good. But I'll say that I think the Bucks can make this finals. I think Damian is that good.
All right, I think Adrian Griffin gets strong consideration for Coach of the Year. Not because I am actually. We talked about some of the red flags. Like I don't know what I think about him yet, but a first-year coach who's never coached anywhere else before. And then this Bucks team is going to be one of the top two teams, I think, in the East. I think that will merit some attention. I think A.J. Green wins them a game with a buzzer beater at some point. Because, guys are going to get hurt, and A.J. Green is going to see minutes that percolate upward. So I think that happens. I wonder if Damian Lillard isn't an all-star this year. That's crazy to say. But, I just wonder if, because there's a lot of talent in the East. There's a lot of talent across the league right now. I don't know. I just wonder if that's the snub, if somehow that happens and then everyone's freaking out.
Like Giannis and Chris go to the All-Star game again?
No, not Chris. Just Giannis.
No, there's no way they're a one All-Star team.
I don't know.
They haven't been a one All-Star team since when?
I could not even tell you that off the top of my head. You're right. You're right. I'm I'm throwing something into the ether here without fully vetting it. But I wonder if that is something that because Bucks Twitter needs something to freak out about. And that would be on a silver platter for them. I am looking forward to this opener on Thursday night against the Philadelphia 76ers. Going to be a lot of buzz in Pfizer Forum. Almost called it American Family Field. That would have been interesting.
that'd be fun.
That would be a nice venue to start a game. They did it with a college game. Why not NBA? Going to be a lot of buzz in that building as Damian Lillard makes his Bucks debut. Adrian Griffin makes his Bucks debut. New look Milwaukee. We'll see if they can put some things together on the defensive end of the floor out the gates and see what happens. Jim? I think that's going to do it. Any last thoughts before we get out of here?
No, this week we'll plug this week's content. We have Adrian Griffin broke down 4 core defensive principles. We sat down with the Haslams. Oh yeah, by the way, Bucks ownership change.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, we'll have a story kind of recapping a little bit of the good and bad in Cleveland. The bad's been on the field. People who've worked for them had some good things to say. Columbus, Wes Edens. Talk kind of candidly. Put it this way, the Haslams have a lot of money, and Wes Edens has a lot of money.
Yes, that's true.
And at the end of the day, JR, that's what Bucks fans care about.
Yes.
So we kind of get into that. Obviously, we'll kind of look back at the Damian Lillard trade, kind of how and why that happened. It's not just because he's Damian Lillard. There's some cap stuff, some timeline stuff that's kind of interesting, so we'll get into that as well before the opener over at jsonline.com.
All right, everything at jsonline.com, like he just said. Point Forward 5, the video series, we'll be with you once a week on the site. You can find us, inside Buck Stories, you'll probably find us. And the Point Forward podcast, like we said, not disappearing completely. We just won't have one every week going forward. Who knows? Maybe something crazy happens in this opener and we have to come right back and we're like, we told you we're scaling back.
Right.
But so we'll see. We'll do this as it allows. So stay subscribed to the Point Forward podcast. We'll pop up in your feeds on a semi-regular basis. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Enjoy the 2023-24 Milwaukee Bucks season. We'll talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye.